I think I also try to provide a variety of entry points into computer science.
Hmm.
I think it's the CSTA says the middle school is about exploration and discovery. So I really try to have, okay, we're going to do some physical computing. We're going to do some robotics. We're going to do some game design. We'll do some creative coding. We'll do some, and hopefully some Minecraft. Hopefully something in there is going to snag a kid. They'll at least find one or two things that clicks for me. I try to have a variety of entry points into computer science. You just hope that some kid will say, man, that one really worked for me. And try to create whatever they need to have that conditions for invention there. Give them as much front loading as it seems that they're going to need, and then let them go, and then support as they go.
And how do you typically support kids as they go?
Well, okay, so I do. I do a couple of things. One is I have a help list on my board, and I have kids sign up on the help list, and I try to get to them in order on the list. I try to tell them, look, if I spend 5 minutes with each person, and the class is 45 minutes long, that's 9 people. If you're 10th on the list, guess what? So I have another thing on my board which says ask 3 before me.
Hmm.
Always do that. And I try to run it that way. And the other thing that I do sometimes is I put another list next to the help list, which is if you know how to do something and you're willing to help people, put that on this other help list and say, I can help with a timer, or and then when you come up to put your name on the help list, see is there somebody there who knows this? Or I say, just get out of your seat and say, who knows how to do the timer? Who knows? And get somebody to help you. And then, and that's kind of exciting too, because then a lot of times it's a student who might not think of themselves as the best coder or anything like that, but they know how to do something and they get a chance to shine. They get to be the expert. And I think that's gold. And I also have handouts. I call them, it's hack packs for each unit of each project, which has hints and tips in there. I've got some videos on YouTube. I need to build that out more, but I try not to just leave them floundering, but it's a training period for them to learn how to help themselves and how to help each other in the absence of Mr. Irving being right there. So
yeah, and you're encouraging them to kind of cultivate their own individualized expertise in something that's interesting to them. And that's another thing that G actually talks about in a lot of his writings, is like how valuable that is going to be in the future. It's not about knowing the same thing as everyone else around you. It's having something that you can contribute to a team that others don't know about.
Oh, I like that. I heard somebody say once, and I have used this with some students, it's not how smart are you, it's how are you smart. I mean, I don't know. I'm in an independent school, and there's a very kind of specific way of looking at grades and all of that in an independent school.
Mm-hmm.
That's perhaps not like other schools, but it's very, it's very competitive. It's very, and it's a very narrow slice of learning. I mean, I've had students who really didn't do well in some of the academic subjects, but they were geniuses in mechanical intelligence.
Yeah.
They could pick up the Raspberry Pi and they know exactly what goes where and how to put it all together. And so that person has a skill that other people don't have, that we're not really asking for in our curriculum, but doesn't mean it's not useful.